The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you. Oh, what a beautiful day in South Africa, Johannesburg. World leaders arriving from across the globe ahead of this weekend G20 summit. Africa is seeing this for the first time. This is amazing, even though we are not permanent members, but they are thinking of if they should give Africa a permanent membership. And they are doing it according to source because they've seen that BRICS is growing and expanding. And for that reason, more African countries, we saw that Nigeria is even on the list. So in order for them to continue to have Africa by their side, so we can be doing their bid, they need to use this as to get Africa to still be where they want us to be. So it is amazing though that we are seeing this happening in Africa for the first time, even though the president of the United States of America decided not to come because of the tension. We know what happened earlier on when they were accusing of white genocide in South Africa, that they are targeting white minority. We saw all the beef, the sanctions that they've given to South Africa and so on. And this thing is not even ending. The tension is still escalating. But we have the Brazilian president here, we have the UK Prime Minister, EU chiefs, and a lot of leaders across the globe arriving in Johannesburg. ahead of the 2025 summit G20 that they are now calling G100, because they think that the guest list is too much for some people, because when it comes to Africa, they always have something to say. Whatever that we do not please other people. We just have to be obeying commands and not to decide what we think will be good. So these people still see the African to be somebody that is not, you understand? So we don't have every right to decide, because Cyril Ramaphosa decided that extending the hand to other people to participate will make it beautiful. US is seeing this not to go down well with them, because they said the list is too much and it's now G100 instead of G20. And they didn't want South Africans to do that. The President Cyril Ramaphosa need not to do that per what the United States of America is saying. So Africa, we need to rise up and fight, because nobody will give us what we are looking for. Freedom is taken and not given. And if other people continue to tell us what to do in this 21st century when we claim we have independence, then we need to wake up, because the African is not independent. If we do, we wouldn't take decisions that we think is best, and people also sit outside of the continent and still have a problem. After all, this thing is happening in South Africa, and we think that the President Cyril Ramaphosa is having every right to do whatever that he thinks is best for this G20 to take place. The organization and the visitor, the guests, everything that the president thinks that is best should be what needs to be done. But if other people are having problem because of the guest list and the name has to change from G20 to G100, then we need to wake up and still see what best we can do for ourselves, because it means that the African is still not sovereign. And that is what Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, the leaders, are always calling our African leaders to rise up and fight, because we also have the right to take decisions that we think is best for us, if only we are sovereign nations and a continent. People should not see what we do to be wrong. When they take decisions, we obey simply because they think that it is right. If this was happening in the United States of America and Donald Trump decides to take this decision by inviting a lot of people, Africa would just obey, because the United States of America has every right to take that decision. But what is making a difference when it comes to an African leader? And this is why we tell you, the African leaders, that we need to unite. Unity is the only solution to this problem that we are facing as Africans globally, because what is affecting us is affecting you, the leaders, as well. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make African great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world, in Africa, Southern Africa, and in South Africa.